So there are many stream protocols assessment out there. So why are we suggesting the USA? Well, it has been extensively tested and is really the product of many different stream assessment protocols kind of rolled into one. It allows you to evaluate stream conditions and identify potential restoration opportunities. It works well in small watersheds like you have here in the Lower Weber. It takes up relatively little time for all the data you're able to get out of it, and it's inexpensive and doesn't require much training. There's also a sister assessment to the Unified Stream Assessment called the USSR, or Unified Watershed and Site Reconnaissance. This one is used outside of the stream corridor in more upland areas to look at pollution sources and restoration potential there. And together they kind of give you a full picture of your watershed, your sub-watershed. But due to time constraints, we'll only be talking about the USA. So there are 9 components to the USA. 8 of those are impact assessments, and then there's 1 reach assessment. The impacts are looking out for stormwater outfalls, severe erosion, impacted vegetative buffers, trash, stream crossings, channel modification, and miscellaneous for anything else we may find. And I'll show you examples of those in a second. So to actually use the USA, you travel up a given stream reach and fill out an impact assessment whenever you see one. And then you fill out that reach assessment at the end. So you'll end up with many impact assessments and 1 reach assessment. You'll walk upstream, like I mentioned, but there are cases where you need to identify which bank an impact occurs on, and that is done facing downstream. So if you imagine you are the stream traveling down your little corridor, it'll be on your left and right. Another pro tip is to make sure you have plenty of data sheets, because you never know how many of those impacts you're going to run into. And you can probably presume that you'll need extra outfall, stream crossing, and channel modification sheets, because those are common in urban streams. So for the sheet itself, every sheet, including the reach assessment, is laid out in the same way to make them easy to use. The top section is the identification section where you write in your location, date, time, etc. The second section is used to describe the impact itself. So on this outfall sheet, is asking about the condition of the pipe and the water coming out of it. And on the channel modification sheet, it's asking for more details about the type of modification. The bottom section is where you determine if the impact has potential for restoration, and they'll sort of guide you through this section to fleeting questions. And then there's space right at the bottom for a sketch or for extra notes. This is the reach assessment. You can see it's a bit longer, but it's still organized in the same way. So the top is the information section. The middle is the condition section. And the second page is a condition assessment that will have you rank the reach in a way similar to how you rank the impacts. So you could add up your scores from this section and get a score for the overall condition of the reach. The reaches are intended to be compared to one another, but you can use the score to put the reach in a category of optimal, suboptimal, marginal, or poor.